What is up, everybody? It's a nice chilly morning here in northern Greece. I'm about to train myself, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you a detailed 7-day workout routine that will get you started with high-frequency calisthenics. But just before we do that, let's quickly recap what we talked about in the previous 2 videos. So in the previous 2 videos, we talked about how things change after we turn 30. What is the biggest mistake we make when it comes to working out after this age, the science and benefits behind high-frequency calisthenics, and what are some things you need to know before you get started? Basically, what are some common pitfalls you want to make sure that you avoid falling in. Therefore, if you haven't watched those 2 videos, make sure that you do that right now, since they're filled with information that you need to know to apply in combination with today's video to get the most out of this series. And with that being said, let's jump right into the strong and lean after 30 blueprint. Although you might be doing pulling and pushing, core and lower body exercises almost every day, as we said in our previous videos, we'll be always using different exercises and variations to avoid overuse-related inflammation of the joints and connective tissues. This builds and maintains muscle safely while developing a symmetrical aesthetic calisthenics physique. So let's have an overview of the plan and my favorite exercises for each movement pattern. Still, keep in mind that in the strong and lean after 30, 40 and 50 bootcamp, I'll be offering a lot more alternatives.
So on Mondays and Fridays, we have vertical pull, followed by horizontal push, followed by lower body and core. My recommended exercises here are pull-ups, push-ups, wall sits. I like to do these single-legged, which is probably my favorite advanced isometric lower body calisthenics exercise, and hollow body holds. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we start with a dynamic lower body exercise. My favorite choice here are 30-second hill sprints, followed by a vertical push, such as pike push-ups, and a grip exercise. My favorite choice here being dead hangs. You can start doing these with 2 arms and move slowly to a 1-arm variation once you have the strength for it. If hill sprints are not an option, you can also do a plyometric lower body exercise. For example, if you're training indoors, my favorite choices being jumping lunges and vertical jumps. And finally, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, we have a decline push. My favorite exercise here being dips. But for those who find these hard on the shoulders, you can also do downhill push-ups. You can do these either literally downhill or by placing your feet on a stairway. Next, we have a horizontal pull, or any exercise that focuses on that middle part of the back. Great exercise here being inverted rows. For our lower body, we'll do a more hip-dominant exercise to keep things balanced. And lastly, we have planks. My favorite advanced variation here being the 1-arm, 1-leg plank. Of course, if you're a beginner, don't start with these. Start slowly with a regular plank and build it up gradually. Some final programming tips here. I recommend structuring workouts A and C as circuits with 20 seconds of rest in between each exercise and taking 3 minutes of rest between each round. For workout B, take at least 2 minutes to recover from exercise 1 and 20 seconds between your decline push and your dead hangs. As we said, it's important to start with low volume during week 1. So after warming up properly, go for 2 rounds per workout. As your body begins to adapt to high frequency calisthenics, you can gradually consider adding another round per workout. Or if you enjoy the plan as it is, you can stick to those 2 quality sets, something I especially recommend for men over 50.
Okay, just finished my morning high-frequency calisthenics routine. The great thing with these is that they don't take more than 30 minutes on average, and that's including a proper warm-up. Now, what I shared with you today is a great starter routine showing you exactly how to structure all of your basic movement patterns, all of your basic calisthenic exercises in order to get a good idea on how to create a more custom personal high-frequency calisthenics plan of your own. This is also the introductory plan of the Strong and Lean After 30 Bootcamp, which is about to start. During this bootcamp, we'll be switching things up along the way. I'll be adding new, more fun workouts, things such as ladders, supersets, super drop sets, and super slow training. Some new stuff that I'm excited to share with you. I'll be also adding more dynamic exercises in the mix in order to also condition the cardiovascular system. So make sure that you're on the lookout for when the Strong and Lean After 30 Bootcamp launches. There will be limited seats since I'm only going to accept an amount of people that I can handle, that I can be attentive to. If you want to make sure that you are notified the moment the bootcamp is available, you can subscribe to the special newsletter list that I'll include below. In the next video, I'll be interviewing one of my personal trainees who's been doing my high frequency plans for about a year now. I'm really excited to share his opinion on the whole bodyweight muscle approach / high frequency calisthenics approach. Depending on what my trainee feels more comfortable with, this video might not be available on YouTube. So if you want to make sure that you receive the link with the video, again, make sure that you subscribe to the special link below, the special newsletter. That was all for today, and until next time, keep on training.